Hello, Aries. This is a quick domino reading just for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm going to be pulling four dominoes for you to give you some insights on something that maybe you should know about that's coming up. All right. Usually, I would have waited to um, pull the dominoes like you see here, but I went on ahead and shuffled and pulled the four dominoes. So we're going to go through and I'm going to tell you what I felt through each one of the dominoes before we go in and interpret them. All right. So we're going to start here with domino number one here, which is this one that I'm touching. Okay. So when I was touching this domino or trying to get this domino, I was thinking of solely Aries, just only Aries. And number one is always going to talk about or refer to something about you personally or something new or how you're feeling. It's just going to be a focus on you. Okay. So with this domino, I got working on getting income up. Some of you may be trying to do that, trying to increase those finances. Some of you may have been thinking or maybe thinking of a secondary job here. Okay. And if so, there are hopes of landing a secondary job or a job period for some of you, or within the next upcoming 2 months, I believe. Next upcoming 2 months. So the next upcoming 2 months is we're looking at February and March that you may be landing a job or thinking about getting another one so that you can increase your finances. Okay. So now we're going to go over to number two. Number two domino is talking about partnerships, coupling up, persons that are close to you or businesses that are close to you. Um, the businesses that are close to you can also refer to your job, who you work for, or it could be a business that you have created. Nevertheless, it is a person or entity that is close to you in somehow, in some way. If it's your job, someone or a company that you work for, of course, they are close to you because they know your date of birth. They know where you work. I mean, not where you work, but where you live, how many dependents you have, and so on and so forth. Anywho, when I touched this domino here, or as I was shuffling to get this domino here, um, this is what I was feeling, that some of you may be removing yourselves from certain relationships or partnerships coming soon. Like it's a feeling like you may pick up a new relationship and put down in a relationship. So maybe you put down a relationship and then you pick up a new one here. It feels like opting more for one that is a little more healthy for you in terms of your career, or one that gives less headache and more fulfillment in terms of love. Okay. So this is talking about your career and or love sector. Either way, whether it's a relationship with a job, a friend, a lover, etc., there could be a replacement or a swap out. Okay. Something that you do, you will replace or swap out. You are wanting more alignment for these upcoming 5 to 6 months. That is the feeling that I was getting for you, Aries. Okay. Moving on to our number three domino here. Threes refer to expansion. So I felt like expansion in the financial department for some of you before we leave the season of spring. We haven't even gotten spring yet. So this is like expansion before we even get good into there, or I'm sorry, before we even get good out of spring, that there will be some expansion here for you all. Some of you may enter into a new role at your place of work or a new role altogether in terms of work and or business. So if you're starting a business or have a business, you might have a new role. Again, this points to financial increase and possibly a new blossoming relationship with a person or new company slash business. Okay. So thumbs up for adding something new to yourself in the months of February through May, because I feel like most of you will be doing that. Moving on to number 4 here. 4 talks about our stability. That's the last domino here. So move these over here. Number 4 talks about our stability. This is like some of you are thinking of a new home or a new place to stay or a new car, some big stuff. Some of you are more likely to make this purchase or begin making plans for this purchase in the next 3 to 4 months. You could stretch your income by partnering up to have a roommate or a live-in lover in the next 2 to 3 months. However, keep in mind that the goal here is to save up money and increase your finances. It is not so much to have a partner. For you, Aries, it seems that your finances are going to be in the front seat. It's first and foremost before you are taking love seriously or relationship thing seriously here. All right. So let's go back and interpret these and see what we got here. Now, number 1, we have a 2 and a 2 combination here. 2s, I said, are things or persons, entities close to you. Now, this interprets as like a wish of yours may come true, something that you're going to take much delight in too. It's feeling like you all will get the increase in or a promotion or increase in terms of promotion. Then maybe after, you'll look at inviting a personal interference in your life. Now, that comes out kind of weird for me, but a personal interference is like a distraction, like you're now welcoming, open your doors up to something else. Because when your money is right, you feel good. You like, okay, well, my money is right. I can go out on a date now or something like that. But when your money is not right, you are not thinking about going out on the town, going out with somebody just because they, because they're a new sweet piece of meat and they looking nice and tempting. You're not going out on the town right now because you want to make sure your money is right. So again, this may be something that's going to happen after that promotion or some kind of increase here. And then you will, not you too, but you will look into inviting a personal interference in your life, such as a lover, or rekindle with an old flame due to some loose ends that you might have left undone sometime somewhere before here. Okay. Now, your next domino here we have is a 5 and a 0. 5s talk about challenge or refer to challenges and changes. 0 is like ground floor. So, if you're in a high rise building or high rise like in New York City, that's the ground floor when you park in under that garage. So in there, you're like, oh, you don't know what it's like in the building just yet, or what's the vibe of the building just yet, because you're on the ground floor. You got to go get in that elevator and you got to bypass the first floor, which is the mail room, to get to the common floor, which is the second floor, before you can see what's even going on. So look at 0 as being like the ground floor, like having no idea, don't know what's going on, the vibe of that building. 5 is referring to challenges and changes. So here, with you all, I see that you all may be studying or venturing into some new waters in order to increase some income. Okay. Now you may involve yourself in networking efforts or consider rubbing elbows with people in higher places. So in other words here, you're going to go from feeling like your 2022 was blah, blah, blah to 2023 is doing you some good before we walk out of spring. Like I kind of mentioned this before, like you're going to be doing a little bit better financially before we even get out of spring really good. But I think the challenge and change that we presented would be trying to climb that ladder in whatever you do for work or getting your finances, whatever you do to earn money or get money. All right. Now, 3 here, this is our third one. We have a 6 and a 4 combination. 6 I look at as luck. 4 is, again, we're going to talk about or refer to it as our stability here. And our stability determines our next move in things. Like if you know that you don't have financial stability, you're not going to take that trip, right? So our stability determines our next move on certain things. Here with this combination, though, I get success, success, success. Came out crazy. Success, success, success. All right. So hard work and efforts pay off here for some of you. And some of you may work your buns off trying to get your finances in order and increase it, especially in these next 2 to 3 months is what I'm feeling. So I'm feeling like over the next 2 to 4 months. So it's like an overlapping effect. So next 2 to 4 months is feeling like statuses and work may change, and then or next 3 to 4 months income changes may occur. Now, of course, you got to work your butt off before you can get the income change. So that's where I get the overlapping effect here. So 2 to 4, 3 to 4. Okay, I hope that didn't confuse you. So if you get a promotion, you got to work your buns off. If you get a promotion, you got to work your buns off in order to earn that, that extra pay that you're about to get. Now, your next one here, you have a 3 and a 4 combination here. All right. So I'm getting here, love is in the air. Excuse me. Love is in the air. So, okay, let's see. It's feeling like, give me the vibe of move over Valentine's Day. Aries is coming through with a passion for work and it's minimal play here. But then when I look again, it's like, but wait, you have like a change in your attitude about a love affair or partnering up once money starts to look unfunny. I said that way back. It feels like your money starts to look unfunny before we get into summer. So now you're opening up, wanting to invite someone in. All right. So something definitely begins to blossom, whether it's a love or mutual partnership that benefits the both of you. I wonder what it could be, but it's definitely something mutual here for you, Aries. All right. Okay. So you all are going to be working on your money, getting your income up. And then later, it looks like you're going to think about putting partnerships or a love affair in the mix. All right. But first, we got to wait for our money to get a little unfunny or get it to where we want it to be as we're moving on through 2023. Okay, then, Aries. All right. That is your reading. That's your quick reading using 4 dominoes. Take what resonates, leave the rest. That is your message. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.